Hey everybody, it's Bust. We're continuing our playthrough of Lab of Legends. Today it looks like we are on hard mode Fizz. Let's give it a go and see what shows up. So these are not really super Fizz-centric cards. I really like to look for the things that let you cheat on your mana. So let's sit around and re-roll for a bit and see if we find one. And man, we got the big decisions. And do we want to take Mana Flow or do we want to take Yip's Genius? And we just got to take Yip's Genius. This is if you're gonna sit around and just like re-roll with Fizz, this is the one that you're going to want to take. Giving the boost to Fizz, both of the units for Double Trouble, and then the unit from Petty Officer. And so pretty easy take here. In general, like I won't just sit around and roll for Ip's Genius. I don't have the time for that shit. But if you're looking for one, I usually just I'm pretty happy with anything that lets you cheat on mana, whether or not that is. I kind of prefer things like this is a nice hand. The one that makes spells cost one less, created cards cost one less. I like starting with the empty mana gem. I like the 3 spell mana each turn. It just just kind of pick one and roll with it. Also a big fan of the thing that lets you get when your hand is empty, you get to draw a card until your hand's not empty anymore. However it reads, another very powerful one. But we found Yip's Genius. We'll make the best of it here. Hey, not a bad start. We should be able to get some more coral creatures down next turn. We'll get to parlay off his Spiderling. Looking to be a pretty strong opener. Jettison, the best of the best as far as these cards are concerned. We're at least kinda safe from Jettison now, since if we don't manage to lose our Fizz in combat, then he can be shuffled back into our deck with Playful Trickster. But it's scary. I mean, things can definitely go wrong if you play Jettison when we have so few cards in our deck. And then I've been keeping the warning shot on backup back here just in case our opponent has a way to remove our Fizz. Doesn't seem like it's going to be the case, and now we've just hit everything as far as these cards are concerned. We should be able to just close the game on our attack next turn. I haven't quite seen this interaction yet. I don't play with Fizz a lot in Expedition because he's complete garbage there, but I want to see how this rally thing works before we actually try to get our units in. So I think this is the way we need to do it when he doesn't have blockers, right? Otherwise, the attack just finishes and we don't get to play cards. I was right. Look at that. Look at that. Never wrong, always right. That's why people come here for the videos, so they can observe someone that is right 100% of the time. But okay, this is a super easy Elise. Whenever you pick up Yip's Genius, this is a pretty easy take. The Elise attack Spiderling gets the bonus, the unit from Vile Feast gets the bonus, and all the Spiderlings from Brute Awakening get the bonus. And so, very easy take. We're rolling right or wrong here. Okay, on to the Mistwraith. Typically, this can be a bit of a struggle. Fizz, has to go elusive through a lot of this stuff, but when we're coming out here making 3/3s out of essentially every unit in our deck, not as challenging, not as tough. So there we go. That's the kind of start people are looking for, the Fizz into Elise. Oh. Get him, Fizz. Right. Block. Come on, Gat. This one's done. Are we just lethal on our third turn here? We got 5 off of Elise, 9 off of Fizz. A little bit short. Could try it like this. Let's see what he does. Maybe we get a good Vile Feast or something here. Can't actually Vile Feast unless he plays a unit, but well, we can Morning Shot him out like this. Boom. It is nice in these games when, you know, I'm used to a world of playing Magic where you gotta, you know, play the lightning bolt to the face and hope for the best. You know, you see if your opponent has something to respond to it with. Not with warning shot. You just throw it down, get it right out there. But all right, I can't imagine having a 6/5 Fizz for 1 mana as a bad deal. So let's go ahead and load him up. Now there is a world where we maybe should have taken um, a different one there. Maybe taken the Overwhelm, but I have to imagine we're not going to run into too many elusives. And here, these cards, it's not particularly good. It has to be like everything completely off kilter. Like if you offered me a 6, 7, and an 8, and none of them were on theme, then I would, maybe re-roll the reinforcements without items. But Brood Awakening is at least on theme as far as our Yips Genius goes. Right. Not the most interesting of starts, but this Coral Creature's Vile Feast is deceptively good. If he starts off with like a 1-cost unit that we want to pop so it can't get used by the vaults, can't, hit that unit this turn, but next turn we can Coral Creatures, then attune the mana back up to 2 and Vile Feast something away. Not particularly interested in that. We have the Elise. Next turn we can double trouble and parlay. Hopefully that's enough to just take over what units he tries to get on the board. Maybe he'll just hit his Blighted Caretaker. Oh, it's a Doom Beast. Oh snap! And we hit the Doomkeeper. I usually don't feel great about this kind of thing because we aren't doing like anything with Fizz here, right? This is completely taking advantage of Yip's genius, but dang if this ain't fun. Oh shit, get him. Alright, well, it's gonna take us a turn to get going with the rest of our army, but pretty sure this game is done. Let's just bank everything here and go with the Brood Awakening. If his play is to like the box into the Brood Awakening, I'm kind of okay with that. Our board is still good enough to take down the game. Like this. Keep our 3/4 back. I don't think it really matters. Okay. See ya, Thresh. Alright, here's our ways to cheat. These are the ways I typically pursue this deck, and I want to have Spellslinger here. We're not really going to have any created cards, and the ones that we do have are going to be spells, and so the only units that typically come from this are like invokes, so Spellslinger will be pretty nice here. Okay, then otherwise I'd rather just keep these cheap. I could see an argument for taking Rite of Calling, because Fizz is just like so incredibly strong in this deck that, I guess we can't destroy the mana gem on the first turn, but beyond the first turn we could get some pretty interesting things going. But You've Been Warned is going to cost 0 here, and a great way to interact with our opponent. So happy enough to pick up the 0-cost spell that can come down and cycle. Oh yeah, tell me if the sounds are too loud. It sounds like when that game kind of like loads up there, it's too loud, but I can't tell. I put the little, I don't know, the little noise top thing as loud as it's supposed to get, and I hope that fixed it. But I've been kind of struggling to get my settings back to what they used to be. So I think I did adjust the volume up slightly on this one. Let me see. Hang on. Maybe that'll be better. Who knows? Oh, hang on. Oh, no, that's the right one. Okay. Anyways, sorry about that. Someone could let me know if this is better than it was at the beginning of the run. That would be great. This is looking pretty sick now that we're back to the action here. We can just save our jailbreak for next turn, just to give Fizz the elusive without having to burn a warning shot. Okay. Little preemptive brittle steel. Alright, enjoy all my stats, friend. Hey. Okay. Imagine that's enough to do it, right? It takes a lot of thought, a lot of action you got to take to be successful with the Yips genius. I hope y'all are learning how to put your units in the middle out here. Oh shit. Okay. Oh my gosh, the burblefish. So I haven't had this happen before where you can get this is something like we typically see with the likes of like having a flash of brilliance that costs one less where you get to refill the spell mana, but like playing a burblefish for like 2 mana and then getting 6 mana back out of it, that's bonkers. Like I am pretty stoked to be giving this guy a shot, and so welcome to the team. We do need to pick up some spells to actually play with him, but maybe coral creatures is the way to go about that. I don't want to like stack too highly on these, but it does play to our themes as far as the burblefish is concerned. Can't just count on like everything to be a 1-drop, right? Let's give this a reroll. Maybe we'll find something better. Warning shot with draw a card attached to it. That's not that bad. Okay. I guess if we got to play warning shots, that's what we want it to look like. But at least you know, it's a counter spell something on Fizz, draw a card. There's not really any spells that deal with Fizz now, anyways. But all right, this is looking good. Quite the potent deck we've pieced together here. All through skill, no luck. Okay. Enjoy that. That's absurd. That's completely absurd. No attacks up at, right? Then it's like our petty officer isn't even good here. We're more interested in picking up the 1-cost follower than the petty officer. Okay. Where you at, Burbs? Costing 5 at the moment. Okay. I wouldn't be opposed to drawing some 8/8 Yetis. Sure. Do about that. I think I want to just kind of switch over to the elusive plan. So let's get Zap down. We can just go ham with our spells this turn. Of course we draw the Yeti. So let's go ahead and parlay. Yes, this won't kill it, but I don't want to give the tough to the Feral Mystic just yet. So we've played a spell. Let's play a pick a card. Throw away the petty officer. Okay, the coral creatures. What's to you being out here? Valiant effort from Zap. Oh no, he's just gonna refill the 2 mana, isn't he? Oh man, that's not nearly as cool as I thought it was gonna be. That's like a magic thing to where you'd be gaining all that health back. Oh man, I thought that was gonna be super sweet. It's still pretty cool, I guess, but Not the coolest thing I've ever seen. I'm glad we at least figured it out now before it was like super important. We don't want to draw this go hard. Okay. There's the KO. That's what's cool about this game. First skill. All right. Oh man, I was ready to like head to the Twitter with the sweet screenshots of doing the burblefish stuff, just going infinite, but not the way it's going to be today. So all right. Do we ever want a monkey business? I'm not opposed to this actually, since it only cost 1. And then it's going to replace itself. Okay. Yeah, I'm convinced. And then a 1 cost double trouble, making it cost 0. Alright, that's how you get the memes. You just... I'm pretty sure I've seen OTK videos on Reddit of someone doing like Fizz double trouble with Yip's Genius on the first turn. Might be able to pull it off here. Got at least mulligan for it, I guess, right? Didn't get it. Can draw cards off our warning shots though. We gotta go for the sick value here. Oh, there it is. There it is. LOL. There's the Fizz, the double trouble. Gonna do some more double trouble. He's gonna be able to block though, isn't he? Are we gonna be short? Oh my gosh, we hit the Doomkeeper? Is that back to being lethal? How much is this? That takes him to exactly 0. Ah, we're gonna be short. Yeah, this game's stupid. This game's stupid. Maybe we'll draw another warning shot and take him down that way. I guess this would actually be more damage since we get in a bonus.
Captain's orders. Bullet to the face.
All right, well that's a pretty good start. I guess you got to admit that one. Sejuani's just gonna pass here, right? Oh man, we would have drawn a warning shot too. Okay. Oh, got him. All right, easy game. What can we do here? Granting the weakest ally 1/1 just feels like a joke, given our Yip's Genius. Let's roll again and look for something a little bit better. When you summon an ally, give it 1/1 is okay. Also okay with Thieves' Tools. It's going to be like a little bit too slow to actually get going. Let's just rush them down. Something for our Fizz. Like, Last Breath Rally is the strongest of choices, but he's just never going to die. So let's look for another Phage. Didn't find any. Tempted to take Overwhelm, but the only elusives... Well, I guess would technically face elusives against Victor. The turret round has the 6 attack dude that has elusive, but it's like I don't feel the need to just give him Spell Shield. Maybe we'll just give him Challenger. He's big enough to get in there and deal with stuff. Alright, into the Foundry. You play your 0 mana 1/1s, I'll play my 1 mana 6/5s. We'll see who comes out on top. Alright, we got the Fizz. Probably don't want any more copies of him. Since Yibin Warren's free, I figure we can just go ahead and keep it. Give us the means to force our opponent into combat. Oh, my bad. Our units are 7/6s, not... Oh, it's the +1/+1 for this turn, though. Gotcha. Nice Death Ray. Go ahead and draw. Probably not. Let's just parlay. And then we'll send Fizz in for the elusive attack.
Some rock got me
Vile Feast will be good. I don't really want to be playing Monkey Business this turn, but we will if we have to. I don't know. I don't know what opponent's plan actually is here, as far as finding something to do. But all right, we can Burblefish this turn. Now that we know how these cards work, we can we can use them properly. Okay. We're gonna pick up Mark of the Isles every time. It's like I gotta stop and check before lethal with Playful Trickster. We're a little bit short on that one. Let's get the follower. So ready for this to be so cool. We're gonna play this for like 2 mana and then get 6 back out of it. I was so ready, man. Dang. Then I'm pretty cool to just have our units die off here. We have enough to completely fill out the board between Double Trouble and Rude Awakening that we don't really care about losing any units. Let's get prepared for this open attack. Okay. And then he's just gonna like pass it back to us, isn't he? Ooh, sorry about that. I had to sneeze. I'm pretty sure I didn't catch it before we got to the end of the video, so if we scared you or something, my bad. Alright, this is 11 plus 2. Should be enough to get it done. Got a Mystic Shot. What? You play them both onto the zap. Okay. Is that just visual? Oh, he actually just played both of them once. You thought I was going to be the one teaching you the top-notch plays. Turns out it's the Foundry. Sure. We gotta play one Sleep with the Fishes before the trial's over, so makes sense to go ahead and do it now. Okay. Then some 0-cost Double Trouble summoning 1-cost Poros. We just have like all the hits, like all the combos you could ever want with your Yips Genius. This is it. So it's too bad we aren't on legendary mode right now. We'd just be acing that achievement easy. Let's hang on to the Double Trouble and then look for our Fizz. Does not make an appearance. Oh, it's insane. That's the start, right? That's the start. I guess we just play Elise. What else are we gonna do? He's just trolling. he, said, he said, "I know I'm done for. I gotta do something. I wanna play a card this game, so let's do it." All right, we're a little short. But come this next turn, we'll be looking pretty good. Stop. We can't get the powder keg anyways. I had to stop and do the mathematics to see if we could powder keg a warning shot, get a win. He's gonna make us do this, isn't he? Okay, oh, the free warning shots. This should be lethal now. I just wanted to see if we'd draw Fizz as a means to be just a little bit safer. Okay. Turns out we can beat that. Good. Let's get ready, Victor. This train's about to come through. Yeah, animations and stuff.
Don't worry, I've read all about this.
Okay.
Nothing but a footnote.
Let's see. That seemed loud. I turned it down one for you all. You have to tell me which portion of the video had the appropriate amount of sound. I can't help it. It's not my fault. Blame it on Riot again. I'm always 100% right. Riot's fault if something went wrong. So, as far as this hand goes, not super exciting. We can't reroll anything, and so I guess we'll be happy enough with the Vile Feast. Seems better. I guess You've Been Warned is free. We can draw 2 cards with it. Okay. Okay. Easy mode. And I'm curious if anyone even makes it this far in the video. It's been so easy. You probably just saw me pick Yip's Genius and then just turned it off. He's like, "Oh man, this is done. This is a waste of everyone's time." But I think we'll get rid of everything. Just look for Fizz, look for our double troubles, look for our wanted posters. Looking good. Found the double trouble. Starting out with the 5/7. Not a bad start. Enjoy. Man. Oh, it doesn't show all the items on the thing. That's unfortunate. Let's just hang on to Elise and we'll just double trouble on this turn. Or I'm sorry, Brood Awakening. Gets us an additional unit. All right, well, I guess we just got to make it back around. We got to survive one turn and this thing will be done. Want to add any of these? I don't think so. All right, can we do it? Can we overcome Victor? What a joke. All right, and that's how you do it with Yip's Genius. And so, I mean, realistically, I won't try to pursue this too frequently. Like I've said, if you're familiar with the stuff I put out for labs, before the rerolls were a thing, I would just go with it or just roll with what you had. I was not going to take the time to just quit and restart over and over again, and just kind of the same thing here. I just find one that should be kind of task appropriate and roll with it. But when having the Yip's Genius show up, it's kind of had to go for it. And so, if you're looking to draft this on your own and you're having trouble winning with Fizz, then smashing that reroll button until you find Yip's Genius should be pretty easy as a means to get you through these. But otherwise, you know, if you're just looking to do more along the style that we typically do, where you just kind of roll with what you're given, I do like the ones that let you cheat on your mana. So your spell slingers, your spell gems, the thing that makes a card in your hand cost one less every turn. Even things like sorcery are pretty good, just as the means to try to churn things out of your hand. And then, if you can, I do like the if your hand's empty, draw a card as well. So those all work pretty nicely. But again, far and away, the most powerful thing you can be doing is Yip's Genius, and then pairing it off with Elise feels pretty good as well. But, you know, that is going to do it for us today. I hope we've imparted some of my genius upon you. You learned a thing or two along the way and had a good time watching. This is Bust, and we thank you for being here.